How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have a crystal opening story. So yesterday I opened a couple of featured Cavalier crystals, but I never actually reacted to it. So I decided, why don't I just narrate it instead, because that might actually be more entertaining. So today's story takes place on the 12th of April 2021. We join our young protagonist just as he logs on into his account, and he finds that he has 5 featured Cavalier crystals waiting for him as part of the compensation for Odin's early access bundle, which were available almost 4 weeks ago, and the Jabari featured Cavalier crystals were only available just less than a week ago. Completely forgot about the compensation, so imagine his surprise when he saw those 5 peculiar crystals just waiting to be claimed. That really got him excited and put a little gambling boner where that once flaccid member was. But everything was swiftly put back into perspective after opening just 1 Cavalier crystal, which brought back memories of previous Cavalier crystal openings. Memories that our fellow summoner over here is not very fond of. Therefore, he begins the opening with lowered standards, still hoping for the best but not expecting anything good. Now that he's satisfied with the duration of the crystal spinning animation, he violently taps the screen, which should bring the crystal to a staggering halt. But nay, it only spins faster and more angrily, before suddenly slowing down to reveal the first champ, which is gonna be a 3-star Deadpool X-Force, and I almost thought I was gonna roll over to that 6-star Silver Surfer. That would have been so much better than this. This Deadpool does nothing for nobody. A pretty tragic pull to be honest, but that did not discourage our hero today, for he still has 4 more crystals and is feeling quite optimistic about the odds. So he releases the next crystal with aspirations of improving compared to the first one. So he taps the screen once again, but this time with the gentle grace of a vegan gymnast, hoping that it will improve his odds of getting a favorable pull. And of course it works like a charm. He gets a 3-star Doctor Strange, a very useful champ to have, especially as a 3-star, really handy in Act 1. Can clear several lanes and handle most of the bosses. I'm sure he cannot wait to take him up. He must be teeming with excitement right now. Now we have the 3rd crystal in the rail, and just looking at his previous Cavalier crystal openings, this is usually the one that gives the most favorable results. And today it does not disappoint, while it still kind of does, because a 5-star it may be. However, it is a 5-star Sentry, the champ with the power of 1,000,000 premium hero crystal shards. So it's doubtful that he will be of any use to Munash in any way whatsoever, especially at Sig 40. He needs to re-enroll himself in the champion buff program if he wants to have any use in this roster. So now we are on the 4th crystal, the 2nd last crystal, the penultimate crystal, the crystal that comes before the final crystal, the crystal that precedes the crystal that's in the nth position -1, if n equals the amount of crystals, with the application of 0 indexing of course. And at this point it's fair to say it has not been a very fruitful opening. And when it rains, it pours. He gets a 3-star Ghost Rider, taking the 3-star tally to a staggering 3 out of 4. A truly horrendous experience. I don't know how he's holding up right now, because this is just one of those things that you hate to see. But do not write it off just yet. He still has 1 more crystal, 1 more chance to save the opening, because all it takes is that 1 killer pull. Could this be it? Could this be the defining point in the story arc? Will our beloved hero leave the crystal opening with a 6-star Jabari Panther? Or will this crystal be the catalyst that breaks our hero's spirit? Stay tuned for the next episode of Dragon Ball. No, I'm kidding. So the final crystal lands on a 3-star Jabari Panther, which I'm sure is the champion he wanted, but not the right star level unfortunately. Although it's not that bad, it could have been much worse. Any other 3-star would have been worse, and this crystal did have 4 3-stars and a Sentry, so this is actually the best pull of the entire opening. So the moral of the story? Don't buy Cavs. I mean, you can if you want to, if you have the disposable income, but I mean, the value for what you get back in return is just not worth it unless you have extremely insane luck. The main reason they were purchased were for boosts for Alliance War. But yeah, that's about it.